On Rosh Hashanah, we celebrate not the birth of creation, but if we look deeply, we see that the Rosh Hashanah is actually a celebration of man, of the human being, of the creation of the human being. And the question is puzzling, why don't we celebrate in the beginning of the new year, why don't we celebrate creation? Why don't we celebrate the human being? So we can understand this with an analogy, with an episode that occurs in the Torah. In the story of the creation of Adám and Chavá, which is Adam and Eve. So if you look through in the beginning of Genesis, you'll see that there are two stories that are recorded. There's a story that's recorded in chapter 1, where Zachar v'Nekeva bara otam, male and female, he created them, which means that Adam and Chavá were created simultaneously. And then there's a story of chapter 2, where Adám and Chavá are created one after the next. The first Adam is created, and then Adam goes to sleep, and from his side, or his imagination, his tzela, his dream, Chavá is created. So these two stories seem to be in contradiction to each other. The deeper understanding of this text is as follows: that there's something that's called an achar be'achar relationship, a back-to-back relationship, and there's something that's called a panim al panim, a face-to-face relationship. When Adam and Chavá are created in the first image, Adam and Eve are created in the first image, Zachar v'Nekeva bara otam, the image is that they're back-to-back. Back-to-back means one side is male, one side is female. And the deeper metaphor of that is that they're one and the same. There's no genuine encounter. A back-to-back relationship would be something similar to the way a parent has a relationship with a young child. A parent's relationship with a young child is that the child is completely dependent on the parent. Wherever the parent moves, that's where the child comes along. So it's a back-to-back relationship. One moves forward, and the other one just follows along. That's achar ba'achar. And then the deeper significance and the deeper dimension of the human being is that he was created in the second narrative, panim el panim, face to face. Because if he's created back to back, and just imagine as an image that they're back to back, and then Adam goes to sleep. A slumber falls upon Adam, but Adam is actually not Adam. It's not male, it's Adam and Chavá, male and female. And he sleeps, she sleeps. And now, Adam and Chavá are divided. When they're divided, it's called a nesira. There's a separation between these two, and now they can turn around and face to face. And that's panim al panim, face to face relationship. So the panim al panim relationship means that you encounter the other as an actual other. A parent-child relationship is achar be'achar, back to back. And sometimes people have relationships even in maturity, where one person is predominant in the relationship, and the other one just follows along. And then a real genuine relationship with a capital other is when you can face the other person and have an encounter face to face. So there's a separation between Adam and Chavá, and now they can have an encounter between each other face to face. The actual process of creation, up until the creation of Adam, Chavá in the second narrative, everything in creation is achar ba'achar. Everything in the relationship with the Creator is in a paradigm of back to back. The lion hunts, the zebra is hunted, the tree bends to the sun. One animal is a predator, one animal is a carnivore. This creation is in a back-to-back relationship with their Creator. Because who put into motion the choice whether a lion should hunt or not hunt? Whoever created the lion. It's part of their genetics, part of who they are. A lion, or an animal, or for that matter anything in creation besides the human being, doesn't actually have the free choice to choose whether it desires to do the Creator's will or not. At every moment, wherever the Creator moves, which is set up in terms of how the cycle of life of creation works, that's exactly the way things work. The lion can never decide, I'm taking a vacation now, and I'm not going to go hunt. It's instinct. And the tree bends, it's instinct. This is achar b'achar relationship with the Creator, with God. The human being is created with free choice. Free choice means that we're not back-to-back relationship with our Creator, where we actually stand face-to-face. But face-to-face means that there is a genuine encounter. Because when the human being chooses to live his life, or her life, in accordance with the will of the Creator, then it's a face-to-face relationship, because they're doing it on their own free choice. They can walk away, and they can choose to stand face-to-face, Noach Pnei Hashem, in the front of the face of Hashem. So Rosh Hashanah, we celebrate the creation of the human being, not the creation of creation. Because creation is achar b'achar. And there's nothing really for us to celebrate. It's all about just the Creator, not about creation. When we really want to celebrate creation, we want to celebrate our relationship of creation to the Creator. And how we can stand in front of God and have a relationship of face-to-face. The depth of Rosh Hashanah is a time that we know we exist. Everything in the universe exists. But in Rosh Hashanah we have to justify, and that's the judgment of why we exist. Not that we exist, but why we exist. And that's the question that we have to ask ourselves. Could we justify our existence? Are we living a life that justifies ourselves being alive? What are we contributing? What are we doing? How are we a creator? And what are we contributing to creation by having a face-to-face relationship? That we're no longer just receivers, as an achar b'achar, back to back, but we're also upon him, we're also a face. And a face means someone that's a giver, someone that is like the Creator. So to be and to feel the presence of Rosh Hashanah is to ask yourself, I am a creation, but I'm also participating as a creator, as a co-creator in this world. And that's the why of my existence. That's the reason why I exist. And the judgment of Rosh Hashanah on a very deep level is a judgment of your self-examination to answer that question of why I exist. Could you stand Rosh Hashanah in the synagogue or just walking down the street on Rosh Hashanah and ask yourself, could I justify my existence? And what exactly am I doing to further this creation into creating a dwelling place for Hashem's presence, for God's presence in this world? And that's what Rosh Hashanah is all about.